Hi everyone, I am back with another video. It's been a few days and I have been going through a little bit of a depression. So I thought now I'll make a video on that because I've just been delaying, trying to convince myself that, hey, look, I'm gonna get in another video soon, or I'm gonna wait till I've gathered some stuff. So I was like, hey man, why don't I just talk about that, the depression and how to get out of it. And yeah, my colleague did help a lot. We talk a lot about the channel and yeah, what kind of content I want to be putting out. So I do want my content to be meaningful, to provide value. So I thought this would definitely be one of those, because I don't just want to be taking like information from somebody else's videos and redoing the same thing. So at least in this way, I'm still documenting an original story and I'm providing value in that way. So yeah, I mean, obviously if you're struggling a little bit with depression, everyone I assume has different triggers. So for me, I'm not quite sure what they are. Just sometimes I'm sad. The one where I've explained it to one of my friends was, I think there's just like really happy people, and then there's people who aren't so happy. So so it's like our like default setting for the depressed people is, just kind of sad, like, not happy. So and then whereas some people are just like happy people. So what do you do then? Because when you in a depression, you're not very productive, and yeah, you're just miserable, man. Like, you don't eat well, you can't do all the things that you enjoy doing, and it sucks. So yeah, before I made this video, I was like, okay, I prepared, I cleaned up. Basically, the first thing I did was clean up my apartment. I cleaned it up really well, made sure the dishes are washed and packed them and cooked and even ate. I just finished eating, but I was laying on my bed and I was about to take a nap, and I was like, no ways, if I take this like nap, I'm not gonna wake up and make the video. And I did make a bet that I would make this video with my colleague, because he's like, nah, I'm just procrastinating, I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, some tips, I think. Well, let me just take you a little bit through a journey as to how it is for me and what I do and how I try and tackle it. So where do I start? So yeah, I think I'll talk about how I try and, first of all, at least I'm self-aware. So the thing is, I'm very quickly, since I've kind of like understood, I've told myself, okay, so normally I wouldn't be so happy anyway. So the good thing is that I'm self-aware. So I'm like, I always know when I'm in like a depression. And these days I'm actually I just put it out there. I'll be like, hey man, I'm down right now, I'm going through something. And and automatically, like, same time, like, my brain starts thinking, well, how do I get out of it, so sometimes maybe the first few days I'll just give into it, go through the cycle. And that's when I'll download my Tinder, which I did download Tinder. I downloaded Tinder yesterday, and I just thought it would be something fun to do, which is why in this title there'll probably be something about that. So normally I would jump on Tinder, because you get bored and all that, and lonely, because I am single. So jumped on Tinder, created my profile, and yeah, the first few days are always awesome on Tinder, because the algorithm is just throwing you out there. And I assume it's just because, obviously, like, if there's been people who have been, girls that have had profiles for a long time, then they've probably swiped through all the guys, or at least most guys. Or yeah, I think most guys in whatever area, like radius that they've selected, and also age-wise and that kind of thing. So they do run out of guys as well. So then depending on how strict their settings are, so in that case, then if you are new, you always get like sent out there. I think the algorithm is just set to just send you out to as many people as possible, and then from there, judging also from how you interact back with it, then the first few days are fun. You're getting matches, you're getting likes, and it's awesome, and you sending out messages, and maybe you're receiving some matches back. But then over time it just dies out, like it gets really boring, and then it can even get you very depressed. Which is why one of my other friends, he always says, hey man, stay away from Tinder, you're gonna get depressed. But I go on Tinder when I am depressed, and which is why also it's not the best place to look for someone, because there's just a lot of shitty people on there. No offense. So yeah, so I did that. Today's day 2. It's going well. It's actually going well so far, but like I did say, early stages, it's always fun the first few days, and until it just dies out, so I did that. And then also drinking alcohol. I didn't drink much recently. In December, I think in November, end of November, I stopped drinking alcohol, and I didn't drink alcohol, like not even a touch or a taste or anything like that, for like 77 days. And the reason why I went back to drinking, I had a date and she was late. She was like 4 hours late. I know you're thinking, why the hell did I wait for a girl for 4 hours? It was just one of those whereby she seemed genuine, that hey, something had happened, it was unavoidable, but if I was down to it, should come. I didn't really mind because I was in Bramfontein, and I do love Bram, and I was gonna get beers anyway. Well, that's why I ended up getting beers anyway, because I used to drink all the time. But yeah, I had taken a break for like 77 days without drinking alcohol. Coming back after that, it hasn't been the same, because now, obviously during the time when I was sober, I did a lot of research. So I was searching a lot about like the effects of alcohol, like how much it actually like impacts my mood, and yeah, and alcohol is pretty dangerous, man. It's not cool at all, especially after you kind of read through all the information, and then you go back and then you actually just start like seeing this stuff. Like once you know, you can't unknow, like which sucks. So now I don't enjoy my drinking like I did before the sober days, because now I'm always like, oh, like if I drink today and then tomorrow or 3 days later I'm sad or whatever, then I know like I'm still going through that hangover, because it does set like unrealistic, like alcohol sets like unrealistic levels of happiness, and which you can't match like ordinarily. And so to be happier, well, not for all people, by the way, the research says it's just for some people. It doesn't have that kind of effect, but for guys like me, when I drink, the more I drink, the happier I get, and so on and so on. So obviously the next day, to be happier or normal happy, I have to at least get my alcohol levels to that percentage, and then obviously your body adapts and it gets used to that, and then you need like a higher dose. It's like any other drug, I guess. So yeah, anyway, so these days my drinking isn't that bad, because it's not fun to drink anymore, because I'm always like analyzing myself, like, no, you're drinking, like you only drinking because you're going through this or whatever, or this is not fun, you're wasting money, you're gonna be sad tomorrow. So like it doesn't make sense, like, oh yeah, you don't have any energy because of the drinking. So I'm always beating myself up. So I do kind of regret going through the 77 days, but I guess it has made me more controlled, which is nice. So yeah, I'm not an alcoholic. Like these days I can really just stop. Like I can decide, okay, no drinking today, and not drink. Whereas before, when you don't know, it just seems normal, like, yeah, beer would be awesome, just a little tiny trigger, and then you're getting a beer. So yeah, and then work has been fine. I haven't been performing to like my best, which sucks. And also just kind of just, I don't know, it's just been normal. Sometimes you get some, I mean day to day we always want to like be on like have interesting fun things happening. So I think the normal day, like a boring day, that sucks sometimes. It's like you know what's gonna happen on that day. You're gonna go to work, do the same thing, and then you're gonna go home and you're gonna eat the same food, and then you're gonna sleep. So it gets boring. So yeah, it's kind of been that way right now. So I'm thinking of like new and exciting ways to do stuff. I do have some projects that I've got lined up that I want to do, especially for this YouTube channel, and And yeah, I think right now my biggest constraint is money. But yeah, luckily, since I do have a job, I mean, over the next few months, I will make it possible, just one project at a time. And yeah, the content will come from there. So this video, at least, it's just gonna help boost, the habit of making these videos, because I do have confidence that they will get better. And yeah, also for Tinder, I'll see how it goes. Who knows, I might get lucky, meet someone that would be nice. I think I'd be down to have like a serious relationship. So I'm eager to see how that works out this time. So far, I think it's going okay. It's just everyone's got these high standards, especially girls, but that's like normal. All these women are aiming for the top 1% or 10%. I don't even know, but the higher up guys. So it's a little bit difficult, but yeah, still at least getting matches and having some decent, proper, honest conversations with some of these girls so far, which is nice. So yeah, place is clean. I guess that's it. That's the update. Yeah, that's it. So if you guys maybe have a couple of tips or some things that you do to get yourself out of a depression, you can just hit me up. Type in the comments, mention it in the comments below. You can tell, like, I'm not like super skilled. I'm like, hit me up. I'm not, I haven't made enough videos, I guess, to remember what you guys actually do on these. But yeah, definitely type in the comments below what you do to get yourself back on track and productive and active and happy again. Because yeah, I think I think it's not good to identify yourself as like a sad person. So that's not cool at all. Don't do that. I won't do that anymore. So yeah, this has been cool. And yeah, like and subscribe. That's the first time I'm saying it. But yeah, please do. I think it helps also. It helps. Ciao.